Have you ever experienced a moment where you felt the presence of God in your life? In this powerful testimony, I share an incredible encounter where I heard one life-changing word from God that brought me instant healing and transformation. Get ready to be inspired and uplifted as I share this miraculous story of faith and redemption. Watch until the end to discover the power of God's love and presence in your life. My child, I see the pain that you carry, the wounds hidden deep inside your heart, the ones no one else sees, the ones that still ache even when you try to smile. You have walked through valleys where the shadows seem to swallow your hope. You have endured storms that tore at the very fabric of your faith. And in the silence of the night, when no one else hears your cries, I hear you. I have not forgotten you. I have not abandoned you, and I am not blind to your tears. For my word is alive, sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing to the division of soul and spirit, joint and marrow, discerning the thoughts and intentions of your heart. Hebrews 4:12. My word does not simply speak to your mind. It penetrates the depths of your being where the wounds are deepest and the pain is sharpest. You feel broken, but my word speaks healing. You feel restless, but my word whispers peace. You feel unworthy, but my word declares you chosen, redeemed, and loved. When I said he sent out his word and healed them and delivered them from their destruction, Psalm 107:20, I was not only speaking of bodies restored, I was speaking of souls, mended hearts, repaired minds renewed. My word has power not only to lift the sick from their bed, but to lift the weary from despair, to cleanse the conscience burdened with guilt, to silence the lies of the enemy that torment you day and night. You see, the enemy wants you to believe that your wounds define you, that your scars are permanent, that your story ends in pain. But I tell you, as surely as I live, your wounds will not be your grave. For I am the Lord your healer. Exodus 15:26. My word carries resurrection life. What is dead in you can breathe again. What is broken in you can be whole again. Torah Tamor. Beloved, when you feel the storm rising in your chest, when anxiety floods your heart, and your thoughts run wild like waves crashing against the shore, remember this: I am still the one who speaks to the storm. I am still the voice that said to the sea, Peace, be still, Mark 4:39. And the winds bowed, the waters rested, and silence fell heavy with awe. That same voice speaks to your storm. That same command rests upon your soul. Peace, be still. Not because the storm is small, but because I am greater. Not because you are strong, but because I am your strength. Not because the pain disappears in an instant, but because I am with you in the middle of it. Do not let your hearts be troubled. Believe in God. Believe also in me. John 14:1. My word carries the authority to calm your restless thoughts, to anchor your spirit when everything around you is shaking. My peace is not fragile like the peace the world offers, the kind that vanishes the moment trouble comes. No, my peace is steadfast, unshaken, eternal. You may ask, but Lord, how does your word heal me? How does it calm me when I am drowning in sorrow? Listen closely. My word is not merely sound, it is spirit and life. John 6:63. When you speak my word, when you cling to it, when you let it dwell richly in you, it reshapes the atmosphere around you. Darkness trembles at it. Chains break under it. Fear bows before it. When you declare, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Psalm 23:1. Your soul begins to breathe again. When you whisper, Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Psalm 23:4. Courage begins to rise where despair once ruled. When you hold fast to come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28. You step under the shelter of my promise. My word heals, because it carries my presence. And where my presence is, chains cannot remain. Child, your wounds are not too deep for me. Your heart is not too shattered for me. Your story is not too far gone for me. Think of the leper who cried out to me, Lord, if you will, you can make me clean. Matthew 8:2. He was cast out, despised, rejected, covered in shame. Yet one word from my lips I will, be clean. Matthew 8:3, and immediately his flesh was restored. Do you see one word? That is the power of my voice. That is the power of my promise. Think of the centurion's servant paralyzed and suffering. The centurion said, only say the word, and my servant will be healed. Matthew 8:8. He understood what many do not, that my word carries authority beyond distance, beyond circumstance, beyond impossibility. And his servant was healed that very hour. The same word that healed them speaks over you now. Be healed, be restored, be free. Your wounds may have come from betrayal, from loss, from rejection, from battles you thought you'd never face. But I remind you, by his wounds you have been healed. 1 Peter 2:24. My son bore your pain, carried your shame, endured your grief. He took upon himself every weight that crushes your spirit now. The scars in his hands are eternal proof that your healing is secured, your redemption is complete. So lift your eyes, beloved. Do not stare endlessly at the wound. Fix your gaze on the one who heals. For I, the Lord your God, am near to the brokenhearted, and save those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34:18. I am speaking life over you. I am breathing peace into you. I am clothing you in joy again. The power of my word is not a distant echo from history. It is present, alive, reaching for you right now. If you open your heart, if you lean into my promises, you will feel the balm of healing begin to flow. And when the enemy whispers, you will never recover, you will never know peace, you will never be whole again, answer him with my word, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Isaiah 54:17. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Psalm 27:1. Greater is he who is in me than he who is in the world. 1 John 4:4. Speak it boldly, declare it like a sword, for my word is your weapon, your shield, your fortress, your song. I am not asking you to deny the pain. I am asking you to invite me into it, to let my word do what no human word can do, to heal, to restore, to calm, to transform. Because I am the God who turns mourning into dancing. I am the God who gives beauty for ashes. I am the God who speaks to dry bones and commands them to live again. And I am speaking to you now. Child, lean closer and hear me, for my word is not just ink on a page. It is breath, it is spirit, it is life, flowing from my very heart into yours. I said long ago through my servant Isaiah, the grass withers, the flower fades, but the word of our God will stand forever. Isaiah 48. My word is eternal, unshaken by storms, untouched by time. And when you open your heart to it, those eternal streams flow into your wounds and begin to mend what the world thought could never be healed. You look at your scars and think they define you. But I tell you this, your scars are not your identity. They are reminders of where I met you. For every wound you carry, I have a word to heal. To the weary I whisper, Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28. To the brokenhearted I declare, he heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. Psalm 147:3. To the fearful, my promise stands firm. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah 41:10. Do you see, child? My word is not distant. It is alive, reaching into your pain right now. You have cried in the night, tears falling onto your pillow like silent prayers you could not speak. I heard them. You thought no one understood the depth of your ache, but I was there whispering through, my spirit reminding you, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Hebrews 13:5. When your heart trembles with anxiety, when your mind spins with restless thoughts, my word comes like a holy river to still the waters. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do I give to you. Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid. John 14:27. Do you hear the rhythm of my promise? Peace is not something you must chase. It is something I place within you when you abide in my word. Beloved, your wounds may scream louder than my promises sometimes. That is why you must speak my word back into the silence. When pain rises like a flood, lift up my truth as your shield. When the enemy whispers lies that you are forgotten, unworthy, broken beyond repair, wield the sword of the Spirit. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Isaiah 54:17. Speak it until your soul believes it. Do you remember the woman who touched the hem of my son's garment? She carried 12 years of suffering, 12 years of shame, 12 years of believing her condition would define her forever. But in a single moment of faith, she reached for the living word clothed in flesh, and healing flowed. He turned to her and said, Daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace. Luke 8:48. That same word is for you. Now reach for me. Reach for my promises. Healing is not locked in the past. It is present in my word today. Child, my word does not merely treat the surface. It goes into the marrow, into the hidden places where no one else can see. It touches the memories you've buried, the betrayals you've endured, the disappointments you've carried. My word breathes life into the dry bones of your spirit, just as I declared through Ezekiel, I will put my spirit within you, and you shall live. Ezekiel 37:14. So let my word sing over you like a lullaby in the night. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. Psalm 34:18. Let it thunder over you like a mighty anthem. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Psalm 27:1. Let it steady your heart like the firm grip of a loving father. Cast all your anxieties on him because he cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7. Do not despise the wounds that remain, for even as scars they testify to my power. Look at the hands of my Son. The risen King still bears the marks of the nails. His wounds became the doorway to salvation, the proof of my love, the eternal reminder that through suffering comes resurrection. And so it will be with you. Your story, your pain, your healing will testify of my word that cannot fail. Now breathe, child. Breathe in my promises. Breathe in my peace. Let my word heal, calm, and strengthen you, for I am not finished with you yet. My word will accomplish what I sent it to do, and it will not return void. Isaiah 55:11. I am speaking even now. Will you let my word be the balm for your soul? Will you let it be the anchor for your trembling heart? For I am here, and my word is enough. My child, I know the nights when you cannot sleep. I know the hours you spend staring into the silence, replaying memories that wound you, fears that chain you, and words that broke you. But hear me, my word is not a whisper that fades. It is a sword that cuts through the lies. It is written, "For the word of God is living and active, sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing to the division of soul and spirit, of joints and marrow, and discerning the thoughts and intentions of the heart." Hebrews 4:12. When the world pierces you with its cruelty, my word pierces deeper, but not to harm, to heal, to separate truth from deception, light from shadow, life from death. Do not despise your scars, for even scars testify that you have survived. And when you place those scars under the light of my word, they no longer speak of pain, but of victory. My son still carries the scars in his hands, not as wounds of defeat, but as eternal evidence of triumph. And I tell you this, the same power that raised him from the grave, the same word that declared, "It is finished," now declares over you, "You are healed, you are free, you are mine." When your heart trembles, let my word still it. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. Not as the world gives do I give to you. Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid. John 14:27. The world offers comfort that fades like morning mist. I give peace that anchors you in the storm. Do you not know that the one who calmed the raging sea with a single command is the same one who speaks into your restless heart? And even now, if you will only listen, you will hear him say, "Peace, be still." You ask, "Lord, how can your word heal me?" When my pain feels endless, I answer you, because my word is eternal and pain is temporary. Because my word created you, sustains you, and has the final authority over you. He sent out his word and healed them and delivered them from their destruction. Psalm 107:20. My word does not only bandage wounds, it restores what was broken. It breathes life into dry bones. It transforms ashes into beauty. Even when your prayers are weak and your voice trembles, my word speaks louder than your doubts. I do not require eloquence from you, only surrender. When you cannot form the words, let my spirit pray through you, and let my word rise within you like a fire. The enemy may try to remind you of your failures, but my word proclaims your forgiveness. The world may call you unworthy, but my word calls you chosen. Your own heart may condemn you, but my word declares, "There is therefore now no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus." Romans 8:1. So, my beloved, cling to my word as a drowning man clings to a lifeline. Do not only read it with your eyes, speak it with your mouth, believe it with your heart, live it with your soul. For my word is not mere ink on a page, it is spirit and life. And every time you open it, you are not just reading about me, you are encountering me. I am the living word, and I dwell with you and within you. The wounds you carry are not the end of your story. The heaviness in your chest is not your final chapter. I, the Lord, write the last line, and I have already written, "Surely he has borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. And with his wounds we are healed." Isaiah 53:4-5. Your healing is not a distant dream, it is secured at the cross. Your peace is not a fragile hope, it is anchored in eternity. And your future is not uncertain, it is held in my hands. Therefore, rise, my child. Stand not in your own strength, but in the strength of my word. Let it be the lamp that guides your steps, the shield that covers your soul, the sword that drives away the accuser. For I have spoken, and what I speak shall not return void, but will accomplish the purpose for which I sent it. And my purpose for you is not destruction, but life, not despair, but joy, not bondage, but freedom. Come now, lean into my voice. Let the power of my word heal your wounds and calm your heart. And as you walk into tomorrow, know this: you do not walk alone, for the Word, made flesh, walks with you. I am your shepherd, your comforter, your redeemer, and I will never leave you nor forsake you. When the wounds of your past whisper that you are unworthy, my word speaks louder. If anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has passed away. Behold, the new has come. 2 Corinthians 5:17. Do not live bound to the echoes of what you once were. My blood has written a new chapter over your life. My spirit has sealed you as mine. The scars may remain, but they no longer define you. They are not marks of shame. They are marks of survival. They are reminders that you are still here because I carried you when you thought you couldn't take another step. I see the moments when your mind is restless at night, when the weight of tomorrow presses so heavy that sleep escapes you. In those hours of silence, you replay every failure, every fear, every what if. But my word meets you even there. Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28. Rest is not found in the absence of trouble, but in my presence within the trouble. Rest is not simply the closing of your eyes, but the calming of your soul. When you know that the God who never sleeps is watching over you, you have cried prayers that felt like they bounced off the ceiling. You have wondered if my ears grew deaf to your desperation. But child, I whisper this to your heart. Before they call, I will answer. While they are yet speaking, I will hear. Isaiah 65:24. I am not distant. I am not delaying because I do not care. I am weaving answers in ways your eyes cannot yet see. My silence does not mean absence. It means I am working beyond the veil of your understanding. Trust that even unanswered prayers are being written into a greater story, one that ends with redemption, not ruin. Do not despise the waiting. Waiting is the womb of miracles. In the soil of silence, roots of faith grow deep. Consider Abraham, who waited decades for the child I promised. Consider Joseph, who sat in prison years before stepping into the palace. Consider David, anointed as king, yet chased through caves before sitting on the throne. The waiting does not waste you, it prepares you. It stretches your faith to hold the weight of what I am sending. My word declares, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Habakkuk 2:3. The waiting is not punishment, it is preparation. And when the battle rages in your mind, when anxiety presses its cold hands around your heart, my word becomes your weapon. Speak it, declare it, wield it as your sword. Say to your fear, the Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Psalm 27:1. Say to your depression, why are you cast down, O my soul? And why are you in turmoil within me? Hope in God, for I shall again praise him, my salvation and my God. Psalm 42:11. Say to your doubt, with man this is impossible, but with God all things are possible. Matthew 19:26. My word in your mouth is not powerless. It is fire, it is light, it is the very breath of heaven pushing back the shadows. You are not defenseless. Every verse you cling to, every prayer you whisper, every tear you shed in faith becomes a stone in the sling of David, a weapon against the giants in front of you. Giants fall not by your strength, but by the power of my Spirit in you. Do not measure your chances by what you see, Measure them by the greatness of the one who stands behind you. For it is written, no weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against you in judgment you shall condemn. Isaiah 54:17. This is your heritage as my child. This is your shield against the lies that say you will never overcome. Beloved, I am the healer of your deepest wounds, not just the visible ones, but the hidden ones you dare not speak aloud. The betrayal that cut deeper than any knife, the abandonment that left a hollow ache in your chest, the failure that replayed until you believed you were beyond repair. I am the God who binds the brokenhearted, who heals not just the body, but the soul. My word is your medicine. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. Psalm 147:3. Let me into the rooms of your heart you have locked and bolted. I will not condemn. I will cleanse. I will not shame. I will shelter. I do not simply want to calm the storm around you. I want to calm the storm within you. When the disciples trembled as the waves rose higher, I spoke, "Peace, be still," and the winds obeyed. Mark 4:39. That same voice now speaks over your mind, over your fears, over your anxieties. Peace, be still. My peace is not fragile. It does not depend on circumstances. My peace is a fortress strong enough to guard you when everything else shakes. My peace is not of this world, and it cannot be taken by this world. As I promised peace, I leave with you. My peace I give to you. Not as the world gives, do I give to you. Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid. John 14:27. Your story is not ending in defeat. The wounds will not define the rest of your life. The storm will not be the last chapter. My word has declared a future for you, filled with hope, filled with purpose, filled with life. And what I have spoken cannot be undone by the enemy, cannot be erased by your failures, cannot be hindered by your past. For I have said, for I know the plans I have for you, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah 29:11. The word that spoke the universe into being is the same word that now speaks to your heart. It is creative, powerful, unshakable. Where there was darkness, I said, let there be light, and light still shines. Where there was chaos, I spoke order, and order remains. Where there was emptiness, I filled it with my glory. If my word could hang the stars in the sky and hold the oceans in their place, can it not also heal your wounds and calm your soul? My word is not just letters on a page. It is living, active, sharper than any two-edged sword. It pierces through lies. It cuts through despair. It divides truth from deception, and it lays bare every hidden thing so I can bring it into the light. Hebrews 4:12. When you hold my word close, you are not holding a book. You are holding a weapon, a promise, a love letter, a lifeline. And hear me now. The word I have spoken over you will not return void. It will accomplish what I have purposed. It will prosper in the thing for which I sent it. Isaiah 55:11. Even if you cannot see the fruit, yet trust that the seed is working beneath the soil. Even if the night feels endless, trust that dawn is on its way. I have seen every wound, I have counted every tear, I have recorded every sigh. And I declare to you this day, you will not be defined by your pain, but by my promise. You will not be remembered for your scars, but for my story written through them. You will not be bound to your past. You will walk into the freedom of your future. Will you trust my word? Will you let it heal what nothing else could? Will you let it calm what no voice could soothe? Will you let it be the anchor in your storm, the light in your night, the balm to your broken heart. Because I am here, child, and my word is enough.